Yeah, so I believe this is the first time that I've had to make a secondary post-game video, but, here I am. So, I made a little bit of a big stupid in my first post-game video. I started off by saying Jared Guarantano was a senior and that he wouldn't be returning next year. Well, if I can just go ahead and slap myself in the back of the neck for that one, because, turns out he's a junior, so he is coming back next year. So here's my biggest concern from that, which is why I'm making a post-game video about this in the first place. Tennessee, if no players transfer, which they probably are, or no quarterbacks transfer, but Tennessee right now is going to have 4 different quarterbacks fighting for a position as the starting quarterback. Jarrett Guarantano, Jawan Jennings, did I say Jawan Jennings? I'm just going to restart that. I just said Jawan Jennings. Yeah, but he was a quarterback, so he plays as a quarterback. But anyway, Tennessee's going to be having 4 quarterbacks trying to fight for that starting position. Jarrett Guarantano, JT Shrout, Brian Maurer, and Harrison Bailey. So, and yes, Harrison Bailey right now is committed to Tennessee. So right now I'm going to say that he is going to Tennessee. So, what does that mean as of that quarterback spot and who's going to get it and who do I want to get it? So here's what I think is going to happen. I think Jeremy Pruitt right now is going to probably keep Jarrett Guarantano as the starting quarterback. And if that is the case, he's got a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. I mean, just golly, today he played. I'm just going to go ahead and say this. This video isn't about Tennessee versus Indiana or the big win in the Tax Slayer Bowl or even like Tennessee's overall performance. It's mainly about the quarterback situation. And Jarrett Guarantano is the starting quarterback right now, and he'll probably remain the starting quarterback for the foreseeable future going into 2020. So all I can say is he's got a lot of work to do. The performance today isn't going to win you many games. We were so lucky to win this football game. We were lucky to have capable running backs, an offensive line capable of giving big holds for you, defensive line, defensive backfield, an incredible defensive performance. We were lucky to have all of that in this game. Jarrett Guarantano did not win us this game. He didn't. It's hard to find any football game that a quarterback at Tennessee won for us, and it's hard to say that Jarrett Guarantano lost us this game. And honestly, I probably would have said that had we lost this football game. We didn't though, but regardless of that, I mean, the only game I can really say Jarrett Guarantano helped us really win was the Missouri game. Of course, putting up 400 yards. That was the 3rd quarterback in Tennessee history to do something like that. But it just seems that was just a phenomenal fluke. Because now you come out and you look like you've never seen a football before. I didn't watch Jeremy Pruitt's post-game press conference, but I'm assuming that from what I've seen in the past post-game conferences, he's gonna talk about Jarrett Guarantano and the quarterback situation going into the future. Here's my take on that. I don't forget what Jeremy Pruitt or anybody else says about the Tennessee quarterback situation. Here's my take on that. You got to start Maurer. I mean, you have to start Maurer. Maurer right now looks like he has just honestly more quarterback potential than Jarrett Guarantano. And, you know, Jarrett Guarantano, he's a really good guy. And he put his all on he put his all on the field tonight. Honestly, he did. Just the thing about Jared Guarantano is that Jared Guarantano is a really, 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 really bad passer. Really bad passer. He's accurate. Like, here's the thing about him. He can read coverages. He can read defense. He's able to read all of that. He's able to make his routes. And he's pretty good at running too. But when all of that is taken out, when you look at passing and his passing accuracy, it's garbage. And tonight, that really showed. Tonight, like, overthrowing wide receivers, underthrowing them, making bad throws, some of which went for an interception, and of course that pick six that Indiana got on Tennessee. Most of today's points that Indiana got was because of Guarantano. It was all because of Guarantano. There's no if, there's no, well, did this happen? No. It all happened because of Guarantano. I guarantee you Indiana wouldn't have scored as many points as they did had Guarantano been a lot more accurate with his throws. This game would have been a pure blowout had Jarrett Guarantano been more accurate with his throws. And honestly, it just looks like Guarantano hasn't improved since he's gotten to Tennessee. I mean, he started in 2017, and this is his worst performance I've ever seen from him. And he was the starting quarterback all the way through the Tennessee 2018 season and a little bit through 2017. So I've seen some bad play. Like, those were bad years for Tennessee. This wasn't a bad year for Tennessee. But that performance today was just awful. But enough on that. As for Brian Maurer, he didn't look too good either. He was out there for one drive today, and he actually clicked for a little bit. Had some good pass plays, and then suddenly he looked just like Jarrett Guarantano. So it's kind of hard for me to really pick this, but here's the thing that really justifies my pick for Brian Maurer being the starting quarterback going into next season, and the reason why is because of the fact that he's definitely got a lot less experience than Jared Guarantano. Therefore, he must have more potential than Jared Guarantano. He's younger than the guy. I just think he's more. I just think he's the better quarterback. That's my honest opinion. And I could get into like JT Shrout or Harrison Bailey. First of all, let me go ahead and say this about Harrison Bailey. People have been talking about him a lot as of recently, of course. First of all, saying that he's better than either Maurer or Guarantano, even though we haven't seen him play a college football game at all, is absolutely ludicrous. So do not say any of that. But secondly, I'll point this out. Would he be that good in college? I don't know. But my point is here, we don't even know if he's coming to Tennessee. For all we know, he could make a crazy transfer, but he's committed to Tennessee, and if he's committed to Tennessee, then welcome. But right now there's 4 different quarterbacks at Tennessee. 4. You have to think that one of these guys is going to transfer. If one of them was going to transfer right now, I would put my money on JT Shrout. Because let's be real here, both Maurer and Guarantano are most likely going to take the quarterback position over JT Shrout. So, and you know what? Harrison Bailey could even take over that spot too. Most likely, JT Shrout might not even snap the ball next year if he stays at Tennessee. And that's not a knock on JT Shrout. I think he's pretty good. I saw a lot of good things from him, from how he's played. Like, he played a little bit, of course, in that South Carolina game. After Maurer and Guarantano were both down, he came out there and he did pretty good. Of course, led Tennessee to that big win over South Carolina. But we haven't seen much from the guy. I don't know. I really don't know what to think about this whole situation. But my pick on this is Maurer. Most likely, even though I think Maurer should start, I think it's going to be Guarantano. Now then, Jeremy Pruitt could have said something completely different from what I thought he would say or what he would think. He could have said something completely different from what I thought in his press conference, but y'all have to tell me what he said because I'm not really sure. Maybe tomorrow I'll address that in a Squidtard podcast. I'm not really sure. But, I just had to get out here and address some of those things since I now know that Jarrett Guarantano is a junior and will most likely be coming back next year with 3 other quarterbacks with him. I just don't know who Jeremy Pruitt is going to start as the starting quarterback. But my thoughts are Guarantano. I'm hoping it's Maurer just because I think he's he's not the more experienced. That's for sure. But I just think he has more potential than Guarantano. That's just my thoughts on that. So, we'll have to see what happens in the spring. I'm excited for spring practices. We just got to hope that none of these guys just go out and transfer unless if it's JT Shrout or something like that. But, anyway, that's really all I have to say about this whole thing. Tardarian playoff starts tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Hope to see you all there. And, as usual, power to Tardaria, and go Vols!